Hi, I'm Stephen Boyle. It's about 6 o'clock right now. Well, I would be fooling you if I said that there's going to be an intense snowstorm tonight, because there's not. There will be a little bit of snow, but nothing intense. But however, I wouldn't be fooling you if I said that there was a snowstorm back in 1997 on this day. 17 inches of snow fell here in Chicopee, 25 in Boston, Central Mass saw 33. Some serious intense stuff here. Other than that, though, nothing. That's of course 15 years ago. Not happening right now, other than some rain. And like I said, some mixing going on a little bit later. Here's the rain out west. This will be moving to the south, to our south and east, and then see this little batch of precipitation up to our north. This will be coming through later on tonight, and that will be what will be bringing in the potentials of a little bit of mixing going on. So we'll see what happens with that. Up into northern portions of New Hampshire, there is some snow falling. And guess what? It's happening right now, and there could be some regions in central New Hampshire that see as much as 4 to potentially 6 inches. So we'll see what happens. It's some areas in interior Maine could potentially see a good 1 to 2 inches through this general region, 1 to 2, and then along the coast, maybe a good coating, but that would just be it. Like I said, the most intense stuff will happen in this primary region, so we'll see what happens with that. And like I said, it will only be on top of Mount Washington where they get the good amounts. So that's, of course, what's going on. Other than that, nothing much. Here's the models, and of course you can see there's that rain for tonight. That moves out. We see a warm-up by we'll say by the midweek, and then a cool-down by Thursday. And that's what will be happening. And then here's the snow for tonight according to the NAM model, and you can see, although they're not predicting anything on top of Mount Washington, they will be getting snow. Trust me, they're about 6,000 feet up, so any precipitation that falls, it will be in the form of wintry precipitation for them. And like I said, up towards the border of Canada, they could be seeing a good 2 to 3 inches as well. This is, of course, the GGEM model, and you can see there's that rain for tonight. That moves out. Things warm up, then things cool down, and then you can see that's the general trend, and then you can see we could be warming up by the weekend of next week. And then you can see this is the Navy, and you can see that moves out. You can see we warm up, then cool down, and then we warm up again. This is a GFS model, and I kind of want to move on here. We'll talk about what happens for the weekend. We'll start off with the weekend. A warm-up, okay? Whoops, a warm-up. This is by Sunday, okay? It's by Sunday, and then you can see that this is an intense cold front, okay? You can see the air coming down from Canada, all right? Portions of North Dakota may be seeing a snowstorm with this. Intense thunderstorms in the central plains. This moves to the east, okay? And as it moves to the east, maybe bringing us some rain. Now, here's a nice trough that's now set out in the east again. You can see there's a low that forms in the Chicago region. If that happens, Chicago may be seeing a snow event, okay? As this low travels across this trough, it comes up the coast. And if this happens, we could potentially be talking about a snow event into our region, okay? Then this would be towards the end of next week, okay? And then as this moves up, you can see it moves up into Canada, and then essentially we have that trough kind of going out, and then you can see we start warming up by the end of the period. But overall, this is what they're predicting. The GFS is predicting for tonight. We'll see what happens with that. You can see the Mount Washington region. This predicts about 4 to potentially 6 inches of snow. So, and then you can see areas around that 2 to 3 inches. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, nothing much is going on. And like I said, everything is actually happening about a week later a week later than what was originally being predicted. If you remember, I mentioned last week that there was a potential that we would have a warm-up by this weekend, a cool-down by the middle part of this week, and then towards the end of this week we would have a chance of snow. Well, it's kind of this block-in and this cooler air is actually going to stick around for a little longer. We will see a little bit of a warm-up by the middle part of this week, but it won't be as intense as originally anticipated. This upcoming weekend, we'll see an intense warm-up. We could be seeing 60s generally. And then, of course, like I said, that cool down with a front coming through. And then after that, like I said, that cold front will be setting the stage for a potential nor'easter. And again, it's a possibility that we could see some snow with that, and it could potentially be accumulating pretty well. But we'll see what happens. Okay, we will see what happens. Things will update through time, and essentially, we'll see what happens. But other than that, nothing much is going on. I will not be here tomorrow because I'm on a field trip, so I will be back on Tuesday. But until then, have a great rest of your Sunday, and just take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening.